got one that can see.
Logic before authority.
Of course, the title for the show today is 3-Eye Atlas real, or is it space propaganda? And for some people, and you have to understand, not everybody here has realized yet that the world is not what they say it is. You know, some people still think that we live on that thing that they put on your first grade teacher's desk. You know, when everybody here, when you went to first grade or kindergarten, there was always this one thing on the teacher's desk. It was a globe. Why? Well, they wanted to teach us when we were in first grade. We can't spell yet. We can't read yet. We can't even sleep in the bed without peeing it yet. We were still, you know what I'm saying? But they want you to know in first grade, you live on a ball. Why? Because then there's all these other balls out there. There's all these other grains of sand floating around in the heavens, right? And then there's all these aliens out there, or possibility of beings, because I remember there was a time I thought, there's so many stars in the sky that there has to be life out there. Well, there is life out there, but it's not the way they told us. It's angelic life. It's a whole different realm. It's nothing like what we were told. We were lied to. So what I'm saying is, okay, first off, you're not going to believe me. Some of you already know, but some of you won't believe me, and you need to hear it from somebody that you might trust because you've been taught to trust them. Okay? It's people that are in positions of authority or high-paying jobs, or maybe a pilot. Would a pilot know if the world was round? If we lived on a ball? See, I say we live in the ball. Okay? We live in the Genesis spot, the center. Okay? And we live in the midst. Just like the Garden of Eden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil was in the midst. That means the middle. Where is the seed in the apple at? Where is the pit in the peach at? Okay? We don't live on the outside the peach. We live in the center of the peach. We live, basically, if you want to know where we live and what it looks like, go look at your eye in the mirror. Or have somebody take a close-up picture from the side with you looking straight ahead. Have them take a picture as far to the side, like to the right or the left of your eye, and take a picture and realize that the lens of your eye sits flat, and it's a circle with another circle around it. Okay? We live in an inhabitable area of the earth, which is only 1/4 of the earth, or better to say 1/4 of the world or planet. You see, the reason why they called it planet is because it's a planet. Phonetically and by definition, planet means a smaller version of a larger plane. Planet. And world, what they did was they just changed the spelling. Instead of it being WORLD, which the way they changed it to deceive you, the correct spelling and pronunciation is world. WHIRLED. Some of you have heard me say this 20 times. Some of you, and that's who I'm talking to, the ones, because we have a lot of new people on the show that's watching. We've jumped from 20,000 viewers a day over the entire channel to over 40,000 a day, every day. 40,000 views a day on the Logic Before Authority channel. Not all on the lives, they're not all here. But in a 24-hour period, 28 days ago, we were about 20,000 a day. Now we're over 40. Okay? So a lot of new people watching. They're seeking truth. That's why they're here. I've got to explain it to them, even though I've already explained it to some of you. Now, let's listen to some pilots talk about and see if we hear anything that is confirming what I've said, because you would believe a pilot over me, wouldn't you? Because I'm just a conspiracy theorist. I'm just a YouTuber. I don't know nothing. I have no way to prove it, but yet I know it. It's because my Father in heaven, when I pray, he gives me answers to the things that I ask. So let's see here. So we'll just start from right here. And now that y'all guys can hear good, let's take a look at that and see what they're saying, okay? And then I'll give you an update here in just a little bit on the Superthon and a couple other details as well. So, but let's hear what the pilots say.
Back as well. Thank you.
So, we're just here at the cockpit.
Hello.
Hello. So, the world is...
Yo, let's get a pilot's perspective on whether the Earth is flat or a round ball.
flat.
The world is flat.
Confirmed.
Completely flat. Completely flat.
And ice wall? What's beyond the ice wall? Is there another world beyond the ice wall? Wow.
There's another world beyond the ice wall. You see, the ice wall is just the outer edge. You have the Arctic, okay? The arc as in electricity, arc as in fire, okay? You have the Arctic and you have the anti-Arctic, okay? It's the negative cold side. It's also the reason why the moon looks cold, and that when you're in moonlight, it feels a little cooler than when you're not standing in moonlight. It's because it's a negative. It's the opposite of the north. You got the north, you got the south, you got the Arctic, you got the Antarctic, you've got let's see, what's some other ways to put it? The positive and the negative. Just like I'm saying, the sun is the positive, the moon is the negative. On our earth, the north is the positive, as we call it, the north, towards the center of the circle in which we exist in. And that circle itself moves extremely slowly. We never notice in our entire lifetime, other than we notice there's ice melting in one area of the Arctic, and then in some other area of the Arctic, it's thawing. And there's just as much melting as there is thawing going on. They just propagandize and use the thawing area as to say it's climate change. It's not. This is a cycle. Everything in our life goes in cycles. Everything from our breathing patterns to our days, our time, the seasons, everything rotates in a circle, including our world. Okay? This is why in the Bible it says that 1/4 of the world is destroyed, because only the fourth where we're at is destroyed, is flooded, or is burnt with fire, like the Bible says, 1/4 burnt by fire. You say you never understood that before. Neither did I, until I prayed for the answer. And Father gave me the answer, and I'm confident that I'm correct. It's 1/4, and it rotates like a giant clock, okay? And it takes, I don't even know exactly how long it takes for the entire rotation to take place. I may know it one day, I may figure it out, or Father may just tell me or show me how to figure it out. But the answers are right in front of our faces. Literally, the answers are in front of our faces. So I know I've talked about some of this before, and some of you are hearing me repeat some things, but you got to understand that, again, there's double the audience here that there was even 30 days ago. So let's keep listening to the authority, the pilots that should know if it's flat or not. And see, I'm not a flat earther. I'm a worlder. Because just to understand that it's flat is like, what am I going to do with that? But what you need to understand is that the world is in the image of us. It's written on our eyes, on our face, on our bodies. It's all over us if you know how to look at it. It means that we are something special, you see. We're in the image of God. And the world where we live is written right on our face. In your eyes. Take that picture from the side of your eye and look, zoom it up close and look at where you live. Realize where you're at. And notice that your eye, you say, well, that's just one, it's a circle inside of a circle, but there's no, see, and then roll your eye around. God created things very simple. You don't need mathematics to realize that the eye, yeah, it's a circle inside of a circle, but then your eye moves and everything around the iris is colored white. And everything at the ice wall is white. Now, is it all white everywhere else? I don't know. I ain't got no pictures. But the symbolism of it is shown right on in our eyes. And you also just happen to have a moon and a sun, two lights in the heaven. You just happen to have two eyes in your head. And your head, it tours too. It's about the flow and spin of a torus. Okay? Your eyes spin around in their sockets. Your head spins around and rotates. Your body contour. That's why your body's called a torso. Okay? God made things simple. NASA makes things complicated, upside down, and the opposite of the truth. Okay, let's hear from the guy that's supposed to knows what he's talking about.
This pilot for...
Of course, we've got to watch an ad. All right, here we go.
Flat Earth. He filmed the sun and the moon at the same time on a flat horizon.
Again, I'm not promoting flat Earth because what are you going to do with it? There's a much bigger picture, and it's beautiful, and it's simple, and it means everything, okay? And I go into it in various different ways on different shows, so if this is your first time here, subscribe, okay? Because we don't stop. We dig and dig and dig and keep finding something. This work that I do is not for entertainment. This is for people who really want to know what they've been lied to about and really want to know the deep truths that are available to be seen and found, that are simple and amazing. The fact that he's filming the sun and the moon in the same sky is not a proof of really anything, to be honest with you. So I don't agree necessarily with this one, but it's fine. We'll let it play. It's in the video. Because the sun and the moon are in the sky together all the time, a lot. About half the time, as a matter of fact. But, so it really don't prove anything. But we'll let you playing.
Can I ask you something? Do you think the world's flat? Yes, of course. Thank you. Definitely.
Did you notice any curvature while we were up there?
Curvature? No.
No, there's no curvature?
It's just all flat.
I was an airline pilot for Delta for 26 years. A pilot's primary flight instrument is his artificial horizon, which he has to be maintained level to keep from climbing and descending. From the cockpit, weather permitting, I could see hundreds of miles in all directions, viewing cities connected by roads across the flat plain as far as the eye could see.
This way.
It is a proven fact. It is easier to deceive someone than to convince them they have been deceived. We do not want to admit it's ego, it's pride, it's simple things that keep you from wanting to admit that you've been deceived. You see? I used to believe the same thing that you used to believe, or maybe still are struggling with believing. But you don't live on a ball, and there is no such thing as aliens from another planet, okay? That is space propaganda. They want to remove literally God from the equation. And you don't have to believe in even God to realize the fact is we don't live on a ball. We live in the ball. We live in the creation. Okay? We are the Genesis. All right, let's keep going.
That is not what you think it is.
And yeah, I know that's kind of small. It'll get bigger.
It's not what you think it is.
Oh, is it global?
It's flat. It's flat. Thank you very much, mate.
Glenn asked the pilot if the Earth is flat.
Can I talk to the pilot? You're the pilot?
Hi.
How long have you been flying for?
Like, for Delta, 21 years, but maybe like 30 something.
I want to know, because they say the pilots know, do you think the Earth is flat or not?
I know it's flat.
You know it's flat? How long have you been flying for, you said?
Over 30 years.
And when you tell people that, do they think they're crazy or not?
Only one person.
Are you a pilot?
Yes, sir.
One question.
Okay.
When you descend in the air,
Yeah.
do you dip or do you go straight?
It's straight.
Straight?
A little more with the nose out. That's it.
But straight. You don't dip into the...
No.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
you.
welcome, sir.
Because they tell us, that at least in the U.S., the ground's moving at about 700 miles an hour left to right. And I was thinking that's kind of odd if you're landing, going north, or moving in the north
That's
direction.
not no, the ground looks just like it's standing still.
Yeah, not an issue, huh?
Yeah, no. You can probably see my face.
You see, what he was referring to there is that if you were coming in to land from the north or from an angle, and the ground was moving at, like in North America, they claim it's moving, the little ground is turning around the ball at about 700 miles an hour. At the equator, it's supposedly, I think, 2,000 miles an hour. Yeah, moving. I mean, how crazy does that sound even? But if you were coming in from a northern trajectory or from a southern trajectory, and you were trying to land on something that was moving to the left or the right, any at all, if it wasn't exactly stable, you would have to account. And there is no accounting, just like she just said. It's because it's permanent and unmovable, just like the Bible says. There's many things about the Bible that it says that are blunt and exactly the way it is. A lot of things are symbolic and a lot of things are in metaphors and even code even, but some things are just simple.
Kansas. It's a clear day, but if it's not the easy. Did you notice any curvature while we were there?
Yeah.
No? What did you see while we were there?
This is the blue sky. Quite nice.
Yeah, is it flat or
Pretty flat.
pretty flat?
What do you guys think?
We got enough commercials in this video, that's for sure. All right, let's keep going. These are these guys that supposedly, but I can't really tell what they're doing because they're not dressed like they're going to the south. That claim they travel into the ice wall and they get intercepted by a ship, a Navy battleship. Tells them to turn around, basically. But I don't know where they were at because they didn't say where they were going, and they're dressed like it's, spring day or something other. And if you're down there that far, it's going to be probably pretty chilly. So I don't know about this one. But let's go ahead and let's look. Let's jump over to, and remember, the reason why I'm showing you this is so that you can understand why I say this is propaganda. This is space propaganda, okay? And they show us these things, like this. Let's see, where's it at? I thought I had one pulled up where it was actually functioning. A GIF, maybe this is it. Yeah, you see all this stuff? This is all lies. This is just simply fantasy made up Disneyland next door to NASA. Because they are next door to each other in Florida. This is all just animation. Now, are there such things as comets? Are there such things as stars? Yes, there are. But the thing is that nothing is what they said. You have to stop and throw all that out and come back and look. The place to find the answers is looking at yourself in the mirror. Okay. Not just your eyes, but everything about you, the way you are created and the way your body functions and what it represents. And if you will study that and study nature and don't listen to the television or the teacher or the preacher or the authority, you will come to understand what things really are. You've got to slow down. You've got to stop. And you've got to observe yourself and the world around you. And it will provide the secrets that you've always sought. And when you finally see these secrets that are simple to be found, they're not complicated, but when you finally see them, you will find freedom. They will no longer have any control over us once we realize who and what we are and who and what we are not. We're not what they want us to believe. We are in the image of the Almighty. We are special. We are the children of the Most High. We were made in His image. That doesn't mean something simple necessarily like that God looks like me sitting on a throne or something. It just means it's an image of, it's in a likeness, it's similar to, I hope you understand. All right, so do comets really exist? If you want to call those things that we see falling from the heavens comets, yeah, okay. But I've shown you before, let's see here. Pull one up here real quick. I'll show this real quick, because this is a real brain twister. Okay. Some of you know what a comet essay is. Some of you do not. Half the people who watch this video have never heard me say these things probably before. So let's see what a comet essay is. Okay. Oh, it's just talking about comets, right? All right, let's see here. Let's look a little bit more. See what comet essays are. Okay. We could look at that one, it looks pretty good. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. You see. I'm looking, I guess. I guess these are good enough examples. You see this comet here? These images of a comet? Yeah, well, comet essay. But a comet essay is actually talking about something else. Actually, I spelled it incorrect. Might provide me better images. Oh, like this one. This was a real good one. Let's just see what the comet essay really is. And you'll start to notice right off pretty quick that these are the same images that they're showing you of Three-Eye Atlas. Same depictions. Except these are the study of sperm. You see? This is the study of sperm. Okay? And yeah, it's looking at sperm in various ways underneath a microscope. Okay? See, now this leads you towards the truth and understanding. This is sperm and looking at it under a microscope in a certain light method. Okay. And as you can see, what does it look like? You think this is a coincidence? Can you convince yourself of that? What it means is that the sperm is the supernatural, or the comets are the supernatural essence of a being, of a deity, of an angel, maybe of a type, or of a type of an angel, and he is performing, you might say, a streak through our heavens for the purposes our Father in heaven only knows. And this will help you also understand what the stars are. You see, stars are angels. And if you've never heard that before, then, well, you're still here and you're on the Supernatural show. Actually, you're on Logic Before Authority, which is just as appropriate. Use your own logic before you listen to authority. Logic before authority. And if you do that, you'll free yourself from the prison that you're in, the invisible prison, the spiritual prison that you've been trapped in your whole life. I'm trying to provide you the keys to that prison to get you out of it. I'm trying to find my way completely out of it. But guess what? As I find my way out, I'm going to give you the keys too. Yep. Because that is my role in life, is to seek these things, find it, and pass the keys around to free other people from this spiritual prison that we're in, this clandestine world that was built in our minds that was all based on lies. I hope you understand. The stars are the angels that sit on nodal points because we live in a torus, a spinning torus, just like a storm. And that storm exists inside of a larger storm. The smaller storm is our world that we live in, and it moves in a circle around in a larger storm. If you go to Prague, there's a clock on the wall there that's called an astrological clock. I guess I can pull that up real quick. Astronomical clock, excuse me. And you can see it right there in front of you. Okay. Matter of fact, if you think this is the image that I showed once before, this is it. There's an example of the world. Okay. The ice wall exists around the outer edge of this right here. And then what is all out here is other world, is other continents and other places. And I can't swear to you that it's all frozen up exactly. I don't know for sure. But I know we live in this. You see? We live in here, and this moves around one way or the other, either counterclockwise or clockwise, or maybe that doesn't even matter or exist, really. But as this moves around this larger circle, you're going to have parts of the ice wall always freezing up on one side, and on the other side, the side that's moving, towards revealing new land. See, this is why in Antarctica, there's places down there you just cannot go. And this is why in Antarctica, there are areas where the ice is melting, and there's areas where the ice is building continuously all the time. Okay? And the reason is because it's moving slowly, very slowly, that we only notice. All we can see is that ice on one side area, the east, or maybe it's the east, I think it is doing the melting. And the west is doing the freezing. And ever so slowly, this is taking place. Now, if you look here, of course, this shows the heavens. This is symbolism for the heavens above, and how they will turn, and that these are different periods in that turn as to where the world is at any one given time. And this, with the young lady standing on it, is another image of that, showing you the world in the way that it works. And this area here moves continuously around the midst of the garden, the center of the garden, which likely that's probably the original Garden of Eden. You know, when we look to the north and we see the amazing lights sometimes, like the ones we've seen worldwide, what was it, a year and a half ago? Yeah. You see, we think we're the smartest and most advanced civilization ever. These guys knew this already. Even my great-great-great-great-grandfather knew that we lived in a world. That we live on a planet. This is the planet here. And this is the larger plane. The et means a smaller portion of something larger, or a smaller portion of a larger plane. Okay? I think I'm explaining it pretty well, and I know I'm rehashing for some of y'all guys that are regulars and here all the time. Let me look at the, pull up the comments and see what y'all guys are saying. Diana says, absolutely. Oh, I just remembered something I wanted to show y'all guys. Let's see here. Yeah, this is it right here. We'll come back to the comments in just a second. This is for y'all guys that would like to contribute to the October Superthon that I'm doing. Becoming a member of the website contributes to that, okay? It adds to the kitty. And it will add a little to the kitty on a monthly basis, which is what I really need to get to. And so I can be at least stable, so that way I can focus all my effort on revealing this work and doing this work, and not have to be stressing and freaking out about electricity being cut off every other day. But take a look at this right here. This is a coupon that I set up. It says Superthon coupon 25. Kind of rhymes, don't it? Superthon coupon 25. That is the coupon that if you go on the website and you're not already a member of the Supernatural show, that's level 2, and a member of with level 3 is called Beyond the Veil, where we do and are going to be doing some shows that cannot be subject matter you cannot talk publicly. So it has to be done beyond what I call beyond the veil, or on the other side of a paywall. And it helps contribute to the show and to our work. What this means is normally it's $35 a month, which you can kind of see in the on the right there. But if you use this coupon, what it's going to do is it takes $15 off of it, so it makes it $20. And it will stay $20 for 1 year. In a year, you can cancel, or you can cancel at any time, actually. But in a year, it will go up to $35. But other people that give you coupons don't want to mention that part. But yeah, it goes up to $35. And this is a way that you can contribute $20 a month and get access to everything on the website, you know, all the videos and everything that's there, including the Beyond the Veil section, the Round Table of Knowledge, and the Beyond the Veil live shows, okay? And if you're on the website, when I'm doing a live show, and there's a chat button down in the lower right-hand side, if you click on that chat and type something, it pops up on my screen right here where I can see it, especially if you're a member, meaning that you're logged into the website. Even if you're a free member, when you're logged in on the website, it will pop it up on my screen here so I can see it. And a lot of times during the live shows, when y'all guys do that, I'll read them because I'm telling you to do it. I want you to do it. So until I'm able to get a better chat system built into below, like the Beyond the Veil pre-show and the other places on there, you can just use the chat that's there, and it's perfect. It pops up right here on my screen while I'm doing the live show. So anyways, if you want to use that coupon, just remember to type it in just the way you see it. It's all one word. It's the first letter of each word kind of is capitalized. The S in super is capitalized, the T in thon, and the C in coupon 25. And it's all one word. Super thon coupon 25. And that will make it work where you're only paying $20 instead of $35. And then in a year, if you're still loving what I'm doing, it'll go to $35, and it'll help grow my side of things and help me maybe one day actually be able to afford to provide some support back to the great people that volunteer to do the shows with me. As you know, I have a whole crew, but everybody does it for free. Okay. Let's see here. Looking at the comments again. Just like the moon goes in phases, so does the interior Earth that is inside the inner circle. It's very interesting, Daniel. Daniel says, well, they are smart and they all knew this, but they just hid it from us. But they absolutely know it. That's for sure, and that's why they left it to us to hunt for it. Yep. Yeah, of course. Cashy says, Dan, I don't deal with electronic anything. I don't even like banks. I would do a money transfer. I don't know where to transfer it to. Below the, I understand that some people just, well, you do some electronic stuff. You're watching me, and I'm on the internet. Okay. Which I'm glad, but I understand what you're saying. You know, some people, especially if you're my age or older, a lot of people just, they never learned any of it. And they don't want to deal with it. And I get it. First off, you can mail things to me. Okay. Let me see if I've got, let me get where I could put up the mailing address. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. So there you go. It's Daniel Alexander Cannon, P.O. Box 83, Andrews, South Carolina, 29510. And also, if you've made a donation in the last, anytime during the October-thon, and if you want to convert that to a membership on the website, you can. All you got to do is email me, okay? And I'll send you a specially made coupon just for you that will allow you to convert your donation to a membership if anyone would like to do that. All you got to do is email me at LogicBeforeAuthority@gmail.com. LogicBeforeAuthority, you know, the channel you're on. LogicBeforeAuthority@gmail.com. And let me know that, give me your name. That way I can look up your donation and I'll tell you how we can convert it into giving you a membership. Because if you're donating, you should get something out of it. And getting access to the website would be one of the coolest things I can do. Okay. All right, so now let's take a look real quick. Let's pull down. Let's see here. Yeah, it's okay if people don't agree exactly, you know, with everything that I say. Yeah, I realize that because, you know, I could be wrong on something. I could be wrong on quite a few things, and I'm willing to reconsider, and I'm willing to listen to what y'all guys think, because see, we still all have the same goal, don't we? We still all just want to know the truth, the real truth. There's only one truth, and we want to know it, and that's what we're seeking. And we can't be divided when we're seeking that. When we disagree, okay, no problem, no argument. It's just we move on and we gather more evidence and we present it backwards and forth, both sides. That's what we should be doing, you know? All right, so let me look at, let's go back to here again, and let's get an update on the Superthon, where we were at as of yesterday, okay? Or as of right now, or at least when the show started. Let me pull up the Superthon page. And here we go. We are now at 1732 so far in October. So we're on the 9th. We're 9 days in. I've been live actually 10 days straight. And it's pretty challenging. But I'm doing it, and I'm going to keep my word. I've never done 31 days straight, or even 32 is what it's going to end up being. But I'm going to do it, even though I'd like a day off. But but that's okay. I'm going to keep my word, and we're going to achieve this goal. The goal is $10,000, and I know that there are people listening within the sound of my voice that can easily help move us towards that goal even more than what we've done so far. I know you're there. You know you're there. More importantly, Father knows you're there too. Father also knows that I do my best to do righteous work. And you do too, because you're here. So help us. Help move that needle on towards that $10,000. I'll show y'all guys everything I do with it. And there's some things I need personally for my health. And then there's, I needed to get the taxes paid on the house. I really need a new PC to run my studio with. So I'll have the one I currently have doing certain processes. And I'll have the new one running the core of the show, and it will allow me to expand what I'm doing. Because having about 3 to 4, maybe 5 people in any given show is about as far as I can push it. It has to do with the way the processors work on a PC. There's only so many threads, basically, is what they call it. There's only so many threads in a processor, and anything and everything that's going on a computer requires a thread. And if you run out of threads, you got a problem. And I've been running out of threads. There's been quite a few shows I've had to shut my system down before we even went live and reboot it, so that way I could free up a little bit of something, so that way I could at least do the show. And there's other things I need to get done. And also I would like to see us do this and be successful, and that for once I can share it with the team members for the Supernatural show. All right, so let's see. Let me account for where we're at. Let me clarify on the 6th, okay? There was a donation that I missed. And I've now added it back in on the 6th when I did the video called All About the Money. 120 total came in on the 6th. On the 7th, a total of $1 came in. We didn't bagel, at least. A total of $1 came in. And on the 8th, a total of $12.93. Let me go down to our names here. And let's see, who have I not mentioned before? Let me just start at the top, because I think y'all guys deserve a mention extra. So it all started out on the 1st of October with Kimberly G. Okay? Kimberly G. And then we had Lisa C. You know who you are. Then we had Stephen N. David H. Kimberly G. Again, same Kimberly G. We had Super Dave 44. Super Dave, our super moderator, which also happens to have his own YouTube channel called Super Dave 44. I encourage you to go check him out. Super Dave donated. Shannon M., which is one of my co-hosts. I have Roxy and I have Shannon. And Shannon actually donated as well to the Super Fund. My own team members donating. It should tell you something about that they believe in me. You understand? They believe, they know what I'm doing is for the right reasons. Okay, then on the second we also had Sandra E. We had John C. Leonard K. Then we had Sell Stuff 911. Then we had Dennis D. We had C. Austin. We had Robin C. We had Chris S. And we had Kimberly G again. She came back again and made another donation. Then we had Jessica R. And then we had Hoyle S. And then we had Daniel L. Billy W. Tammy S. Robin W. Then we had Kent G. Then we had Super Dave 44 again, made another donation. And then we've got Daniel L again. Daniel L came back and made another donation. Then we've got Rachel M, Jerry G. We've got Daniel G, Barbara K, Brian R. We've got Billy W and Tanya K. And let's see, that's about, how many have we got? Count how many names we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. So 29 now. So 29 people. See, because you can choose just to donate $1 if you want. And that puts your name on the list. At least shows that you are participating, that you want this platform, the Supernatural Show Network, a group of shows working together to win. You're believing in us. You're investing in us because we're what you want to see. You want to see the truth. You want to investigate these things. But we've got 29 now. How many people watched the Logic Before Authority channel yesterday? 40,000. 40,000. We're averaging 40,000, over 40,000 views per day just on Logic Before Authority. And we've got 29 donations, or 29 people. I actually got more than 29 donations, but it's from 29 people. Okay. I'm not sure what the percentage on that is, but it's pretty low percentage. And I'm asking some of you guys out there, you don't have to, I mean, you can use the mail like I showed you. You don't have to use a debit card and all that. The address is also below the video, okay? And the address is on the website. If you come here on the website, the address is down here, my mailing address. See, direct mail. So you can mail it to that. If you have PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, that's all on here. You also have the ability to do Zelle. All you do is, if you use Zelle with your checking account, you just send it to logicbeforeauthority@gmail.com. And that will make an instant donation, and I will see it, and I will add you to the list of supporters. And you also have, if some of you don't use PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, that kind of thing, but you have like a bank card, for your checking account, you can do that also. I have links here that don't require PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, or Zelle, or whatever. It's just a simple link like this one here is a $5 donation. And all you have to have is some kind of a debit card. Okay. And you click on the link Let's click on it, see what it looks like. Bringing it up here for you. Yes, I am really trying to achieve this goal. I'm investing 31 days to go live. I am going to push a little bit, and I'm asking for y'all guys to lean in with me. Okay, so here we go. Brings up the page. Donation, the Supernatural Show, $5. Okay, and you can come here, plug in your information, and then hit the save and continue, and then you just plug in your credit card information, and it sends $5 one-time fee, one-time donation to me like that. Another option you have is, like I said, becoming a member of the website. You have numerous options as to how to do that as well. You can come here and click on Supernatural Membership right here. And if you go down to the bottom, you'll start seeing all the different options that are listed. Okay. I listed whether you want to do a trial of a free version, or if you want to do by the month, or whether you want to do it by the year, or maybe you just want to make a one-time donation that's for the lifetime of the website. Okay. You've got all those options listed here. And also, I wanted to show you that I've set up something else to add a little additional interaction as well on the website. And it's called Daniel's Desk. Okay. And what it means is that there's a lot of times I have like things that I would want that y'all guys might like to see, might like to pull it up for yourself. Like, for instance, the show from, what was it, yesterday? Where it was a study of the word believe. Okay. And what I did was I came on here, and what I'm going to do is create this page it'll always keep what's here. It'll just move down, and I'll put the newer days information at the top, and everything will be pushing down. Okay. But if you come here, and I'll try to remember to tell you when I put stuff on here, but like this says, a study into the words of believe. Okay. And if you want to open up the online document that I showed on the show, you could click on that, and it'll bring the document up for you. And it shows you all those verses that mention believe. Okay. So that way, if you wanted to, it takes a little bit of work, but you would learn a lot, to go through all of these verses so that you can truly understand what the Bible is trying to teach you about belief and the power that is in belief. Okay. Because it's worth understanding it. It's time for us to wake up and stop sleeping. Here's the list for believed, believes, and believeth and believists. And I'm going to add also on here some more. Okay, so this document itself will be updated as well. And so, but it'll always be here so you can, or at least as long as the website's going to be here, and the website will be here as long as I'm here. That's the plan. So yeah, Daniel's Desk. And also eSword, I put a link to eSword here. I've heard a couple of you ask about the Bible application that I use, and it is a very handy tool. Of course, I have actual physical Bibles as well. But if you come and you see me using this is what's called eSword, and you can download it for free. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to sign in or do anything. And it allows you to, you have to get used to the menu a little bit, but I'll show you the basics here. You can see where my mouse is pointing. You got like B, C, D, E. Well, this is like the A, the first button where you start out, and you pick what book you want to start in. Say you want to start out in Revelations. Well, okay, when you click on Revelations or any other book, you can see the numbers right here are changing. Those are the chapters. So let's click on Revelation, and let's go to 9. Okay. And let's go. So it's showing us here, and it shows you some commentary over here by Fred D. Meyer, and it gives you a place where you can make study notes. It's very elaborate and really cool. And no, I don't know how to use everything on it, to be honest. But let's click on B. When you click on B, it opens up that whole page where you can see that page and those verses, right? So Revelation 9:1, and the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him, meaning the angel, meaning the star, fell to the earth, and to him was given the key to the bottomless pit. You see, angels are stars. Stars are angels. They just all have different jobs, just like we do. We all have different jobs. My job is what I do. And everybody else has things that they do. We all have different jobs. It's no different in the heavens. The way it is in heaven is the way it is here, except for the fact that, unfortunately, we have a lot of corruption here, don't we? And but yeah, that is available here as well under Daniel's desk, and that's under the home button over here. I just put it under the home button for now, Daniel's desk. It's there with the Angel Cruise. I noticed we had another person sign up for the Angel Cruise as well yesterday, I think it was. Let's see. Still got the tinfoil hat contest going on. If you haven't made your hat, we are going to run it till Halloween. And yeah, Halloween's going to be the cutoff date. The day after Halloween, we're going to pick a winner, and the winner does actually get a couple of cool prizes. So I would make me a little tinfoil hat. Come here, fill out the little thing, click here, and upload your photos of your hat, okay, and then submit them. And we will be showing your submissions and having all the viewers make do the voting, okay? All the viewers will be doing the voting. And let's see, what else we got? Yeah, since I'm doing a full update here. So we've got the Beyond the Veil pre-show. Pre-show is where I'm at before I go. Sorry if I blew years out. I forget that you can't click on that when I'm live because I'm live. But I muted the page now so I can do that. So I'm live on here at the moment, actually. And let's not click on that again. Then there's the Beyond the Veil show, which is where, put it this way, anybody can go to the pre-show. It's free. It always will be free. The Beyond the Veil show area is an area that is specifically for shows that we have done and will be doing that are subject matter that can be not talked about. Okay, it's stuff that will you'll lose your channels. Okay, and I can't do that. And then there's the round table of knowledge right here. This is the round table of knowledge. This is where any and everybody can gather up in this video chat room. If you come to this page, you click on this icon right over here. You enter the password in, which is 555. You click on it, enter the password, and then you're in a group chat. Okay, you can have your video on, your audio off. It's not recorded. It's peer-to-peer, so there's no one like Zoom listening. It's completely secure, and it's where people can gather, like y'all guys could gather right after this show if you wanted to in here. And over time, I will be promoting this more and going directly to this area after the show. But I'm already doing enough. I don't need to stack a little bit more on top. So I'll be promoting this more later because I want to talk directly to you guys. I want to give you the opportunity to talk directly to me as well. Okay. So we've got the round table of knowledge where anybody can gather, and you can be in Iowa and talk to somebody in Japan in there live. Okay. and you don't need headphones. We've got the Beyond the Veil Theater starting here very soon. This is the Beyond the Veil Theater, where you'll be able to come and there will be me and whoever will be watching like movies together. Okay. And because it's peer-to-peer, we don't have to worry about copyright. And we can just put Netflix up on here and watch whatever we want, or any other movie that we want to watch. Now, I'm not promoting watching movies for entertainment, but I do certain ones I watch for other reasons, you might say, because they like to include a lot of predictive programming as well as actual truth. They will put it right in a movie, like the movie Starman, where the angel fell from the heavens and went down and fell in love with the woman, and he came in as a ball of light, little orb, which is what the orbs are that we've seen, the real orbs, and not the ones that are man-made. Those are out there too. Man always is going to try to deceive, unfortunately, at least in this world. We've got all that. We've got the Mason Plantation, which is another project I'm working on. I think I'm going to change it to the Sons of May. And the Mason should kind of give you an idea, but the Mason Plantation, I've got a script that I'm working on. And you can come here to the Mason Plantation, and if you want to read the script that I've got so far, you can click right here and open it up, and you can read the script. I think you'll find it interesting where I'm going with it, okay? And all these things are available here on the website, as well as a lot more stuff, okay? And I'm working on some other pages behind the scenes, but I tend to keep adding more and more content on a regular basis. And then also as a member, these are all of your areas as well. When you log in, you see your name up here and you click a little drop down box. You've got your profile, your private member details, my wallet, my rewards, all this stuff. Okay. Your, everything that you've purchased in the past, like my orders, all that's in here. If you need to change something, it's all in there. Okay. So there's your full update. Well, pretty much full update anyways. I didn't cover every single page, but pretty well. Yeah. 31 days straight. Live 31 days. Guys, don't forget your coupon that I showed you earlier. Let me show it to you one more time before we get out of here. Make sure everybody got to see it. This is the coupon for you if you want to contribute to like a donation or whatever. If you want access to the website for all the things that we're doing on there, and you are having a hard time with the idea of $35 a month, you can use this coupon, Superthon Coupon 25, and it'll provide the same. It'll give you a discount. It brings it down to $20 instead of $35. Okay. And, but just make sure you type it in exactly as you see it, with the capital letters exactly as they are. And it's all one word, Superthon Coupon 25, all one word. And the S is capital, T is capital, and the C is capital. See it? There you go. All right. With that said, I am a bit tired. There's my address again. I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to get on out of here. And I hope to, I'm working on a show for Saturday that for the Logic Before Authority channel that y'all guys are going to really like. Tomorrow we do the Supernatural show. We'll be back with the whole crew in here again tomorrow. And I believe Shannon is going to be live here later today with the Children of the Most High, probably around 7 or something like that. So check out her channel. She would love it if you would subscribe. And Roxy's generally live on Tuesdays around 7. You can check the schedule on here. I'm the one that did the schedule, and I'm having a hard time remembering it. You can go to the schedule, the show networks schedule, and it'll pull up here in a second. There we go. So there we go. We've got Here's the supernatural shows right here. This is Logic Before Authority, the one we do on Wednesdays. Today's Thursday, so we got Shannon with the Children of the Most High tonight at 7 to 8:30. And then Roxy is doing her show, The Roxy Files, roxyfiles.com, between 7 and 8:30. And I am also re-premiering, during the month of October, I'm re-premiering all of these shows from the beginning at 8 p.m. The same night at 8 p.m. And for the one tonight, I'll cut out all of the dead silence and start where you guys could hear me. Okay? All right. Let me pull up just the comments for one more second here. Wayne the Pain, what's happening, brother? Good to see you. Yep, and we'll see you again tomorrow, brother. Cashy, thank you for being here. Mike Smith, Super Mike, Oxy Files in the house. And Soul 7. Oh, what's happening, Shannon? She's in the house. And Shannon says she's throwing in a prize. A complete A complete Ethiopian Bible? Uh-oh. I think you might just up the to a whole new level. Y'all guys better get to making a tinfoil hat. Shannon is throwing in a complete Ethiopian Bible. I don't even have one of those, and I want one. It's got all the missing books still in it. The Ethiopian Bible is the most complete version of the Bible that exists in the world, guys. Think you might want to get to making a hat. Tinfoil hat contest. Go online, read about it, check it out. And yeah, exactly, Shannon. That is awesome. Where in the world did you come across that at? I'll have to talk to you about that, because I would love to have one. Well, I tried to make it good today. Mike, I appreciate your enthusiasm, brother. And thank you, Shannon, for tossing that in. Can you send me some pictures of that, Shannon? If you've got it already, can you send me some pictures? Or maybe you're going to order it. I don't know. But if you're going to order it, send me the link. That way I can get the photos off of there. But I can put it together. Maybe we can make a quick little promo video for the tinfoil hat thing. If I have those images, and I can take the images of mine, because I'm giving away for the tinfoil hat contest. I'm giving away a couple of things. The coolest thing probably is the silver coin, the Walking Liberty 1947, I believe it was. 1947 solid, 1946 solid silver Walking Liberty coin. Okay. And yeah, that is awesome. What Shannon, she's got me one up, I think. And Roxy's throwing in something as well. And I've got several other things that I'm putting in there. And you also get a plaque of being the super commander of the Tinfoil Hat Club. That'll be cool to show all your friends. You get to be the commander for one whole year. All right, guys, I'm going to let you get out of here. I love you. I appreciate you. And let's see if we can't lean on that October-thon just a little bit more, right? Y'all guys go use that if you want to, and it's seemed a little bit expensive for you. Go use it. I want you to use that coupon code. With that being said, I'll actually see you, and you will see me on the Supernatural show tomorrow. I will be trying to get going about 2 o'clock. I love you. Bye-bye for now.
one that can see.
Logic Before Authority.